While Madam Web is nothing to write home about in terms of disastrous box office and performance, one thing's gotta be made very clear. At least the film is more successful than the Marvels, at least when it comes to its production budget and end result of the box office. So when it comes to Hollywood and spending money, it's been out of control. Of course, other companies have been a lot more, safer with their money, let's put it that way, than others. And what I'm talking about is Sony versus Disney and Marvel Studios. For example, Marvel Studios spent a total of $270 million, reportedly in total. Now, we're hearing that the initial shoot was around 175, and then that the budget was over that, so we don't know what the exact total number is. Reports, according to Disney and what they told people, is around 220 million. I'm more inclined to believe that one because they're not going to try to hide anything from investors because that looks bad. So I'm going with 220 just to be safe. So 220, right? The budget for Madam Web was 70. Now, reportedly, it could have gone up to about 100 to 120. Let's say 100 once everything is done. And by the end of the year, we found out, hey, the reshoots and the extra editing did take extra. So you're talking about 220 million versus 100 million. Now, the marketing for the Marvels was over 250 million. The marketing for Madam Web was allegedly closer to 50 to 70. So the end goal for each film to be successful and make a profit is way down the road. The goalpost is moved pretty far for both. The Marvels needed a lot more to get to the profitable point, almost another 400 plus million to just make $1 of profit. Now, Madam Web, the way it's looking, it's going to need far less. But where things get very interesting is that if we look at Sony films and how they do on digital and all these other platforms, and of course the physical media, the home media, whatever you want to call it, Sony finds success. Like Morbius sold decently and was rented decently, and people bought digital copies decently. So Sony always in the end tends to get closer to bridging that gap between loss and how much they spend. We're not going to see that with the Marvels. That doesn't happen. So, in a way, yeah, Madam Web is a far lesser disaster for one company than the Marvels was for Disney. And that's at least something you can give it.